Boxing Truth here. There is now serious interest being discussed between a fight between Terence Crawford, WBO junior welterweight champion, against Ruslan Provodnikov. It's a very interesting fight. I hope it happens. I'm all in for the fight. This is the type of opponents I want Crawford to be in. No more lightweights, no more smaller fighters to feast on. It's time to fight some legitimate contenders in the 140-pound division, and Ruslan Provodnikov fits that bill. He's a tough fighter to fight. No easy fight for anybody. He's lost, yes, but he's given everybody hell when it comes to fighting him. Hurts people. He's a very damaging fighter. A lot of power, a lot of toughness. Very difficult to hurt. Doesn't stop coming. In great condition. Just a tough man. Just hard as nails. And it'll be Crawford's most significant fight to date. It'll be his biggest fight. Right now, Arum has interest in putting Crawford out west, in the West Coast, to test out his market value. They did a good turnout on the East Coast at the theater in Madison Square Garden, New York. Now Arum's going to have to see how he does out west, because the plan is to make Crawford a big star, and they have to go outside other places and other markets to see where he's at. They can't just stay in Omaha. The market's limited there. They have to increase his brand, and that's by putting him out there in the East Coast and also in Los Angeles. The Forum is being discussed at the venue. That's a pretty big venue for a fight of this magnitude. I predict it would do good business. I don't know if it will sell out. It's tough to say. One guy's Russian, another guy's from Omaha, but Crawford does have a good fan base. It's growing. He does have fan support. That's a good thing. It's always a good thing that a fighter has fans to come out and support him. And as the fight for itself, I'm very intrigued by the fight. Yes, I favor Crawford at the moment because he brings more intangibles to the game. He's more arsenal behind his offense. He's a switch hitter. Has the step back counters. He's the taller guy with the bigger reach. He'll have those advantages working for him. And he's punching very hard at the weight. He's had some pretty damn good knockouts ever since he's moved up to 140. Yes, the opposition is not the best at all. It's not the type of fighters he should be fighting as a world champion. Those two guys, the last two guys he's fought, didn't deserve shots at the title. They weren't even rated by the WBO in the top 15 rankings. So the WBO bend their rules to accommodate Terence Crawford in top rank, because of course Terence Crawford is making big paydays now. He's just coming off another 7-figure purse against Hank Lundy. Lundy was only paid $100K to get knocked out. And of course the WBO they're gonna break their own rules because the sanctioning fees are just a little too much to turn down. Besides, the other top rated contenders of WBO don't generate that type of money compared to Crawford. Crawford's becoming he's on his way to becoming a star, but he needs the type of fights to catapult him to that level, to further increase his brand and get his name more out there, because right now he's only known amongst the hardcores, and he hasn't been fighting the names as of yet. But the fight with Provodnikov, it's like 60-40. I have a 60-40 Crawford. You can argue it's a 50-50 fight because Provodnikov has been in there with the better opposition. He's been tested a whole lot more. He has been in harder fights. However, he has been shown the weakness. He's shown weaknesses as he is capable of being outboxed. He can be capable of being outboxed for long stretches. Has trouble at times closing the distance against lankier fighters. However, he punches very hard. He has a puncher's chance in this fight because Crawford's defense ain't elite. That's the knock on Terence Crawford. That defense is is not the greatest. However, he does like to stay in the pocket and get in there and fight. He's a more entertaining fighter to watch, um, compared to like some. He'll get in there and fight, and he'll try to land some big punches, and he'll try to land some big shots. I mean, he's definitely improved, because when he was first on HBO, he wasn't having these type of performances. He wasn't wowing me. He didn't wow me in the this Proskauer fight. He didn't. I didn't see like the potential against some of the earlier opponents that he fought on HBO, like the Prescott and the Ricky Burns fight, and also the other guy he fought on HBO. Very boring fight. I forgot what it was. It was on the undercard of Donaire and Rigondeaux. Anyways, that's definitely in the plans next. The plan is for Crawford to come back in June. The farm is being discussed. This will be Crawford's first top flight opponent that he's fought. At 140 pounds. It's taken quite a while. He's been getting favorable treatment from the WBO. This will be the first ranked opponent he's fought in the past, since Delorme, I guess, when he fought Delorme for the vacant belt. But this is definitely the toughest opponent of Crawford's career. Now, some people are saying about Crawford that there's some people that believe Provodnikov's gonna win this fight. He's gonna be too much for Crawford, too much dog, he's too much power. I mean, that's the big question. Can Crawford handle Provodnikov's power? And it's hard to say. I mean, he gets hit, he gets rocked, and Gamboa had him hurt. Much smaller man. So, but some people are comparing this fight to Maidana Broner. I can't say that I can't really say that. No, because I believe Crawford is a better fighter than Adrian Broner. I think he has more upside. I mean, the opposition maybe is a little similar, probably going into in their respective fights, like Broner going into Maidana, Crawford. And also I think Provo and Maidana are not the same. They come forward, they're aggressive, but I think Provo's a little better actually. He throws his punches better, more technique behind them. I mean, Maidana's just a wild swinging brawler. Provo, he's more compact with his shots, a little shorter shots. I think he's a little better than Maidana, but that's my opinion. I mean, that would have been a great fight had they fought, but it never happened. But I don't see this being. It's possible. This could be another Broner Maidana, but both guys are. I think Crawford's better than Broner, and Provo is actually a little better than Maidana. But it's gonna be a hell of a fight. Some people are not. I would say they rather see Crawford fight Postal, but Postal they're trying to get a fight for him before he fights Crawford. If that fight does happen, they're gonna try to get him another fight before perhaps a fight with Crawford down the road. They're talking about Adrian Granados, which is a good fight, but Bob Arum's having trouble getting that fight on the network. HBO's not interested in. I hear it's not interested in buying that fight. Their budget is, probably is not what it was. They're having some issues with their budget, I believe, because it seems like they don't have money to buy other fights as well. But I like this fight between Crawford and Provodnikov. we're finally going to get some answers about Terence Crawford. Can he be is he the next great fighter from in boxing, or one of the is he a future pound for pound king? I don't know. It's too soon to tell. Not enough. Just not enough great wins, or no great wins at all. Really, he's had great performances, but not against the type of guys we feel will be the best available opposition. But that's definitely appears more likely that fight's gonna happen. Provo is down for the fight, and reached out to their team. There is interest. So let me know what y'all think about this fight. Who you got and why? This is Boxing Truth. I'm out.